Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti back with another video. Before I get started, I just want to remind y'all to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload another video. Today, I really just want to talk about old schools. I just want to talk about the first time I fell in love with an old school. Man, it was, my first old school was, as you know, was a Cutlass. And I bought it from my cousin. And the way it rolled, the smoothness of it, it was just everything I desired. You know what I'm saying? And I fell in love with that's my first one I fell in love with. And it's just something about an old school, man. They exude, sensual, sensualness. You know what I'm saying? They just made to be you know what I'm saying, cuddled and it's hard to explain at times, but having an old school is like having a girl that you really, really care about. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's just having a girl that you're really crazy about, that you can't get rid of, that you really don't want to get rid of. No matter how much trouble she may cause you, you just don't want to get rid of her. And that's what the old school means to me. You know what I'm saying? And they just everything. Old schools they ride better. It's nothing like getting in your old school at night and with your radio turned up by yourself, with your radio turned up, and you cruising down the interstate, and you know what I'm saying, you got your radio going, and you just it's like it just takes you to a whole nother world. Man, I'm telling you, man, they are old schools are what's happening. Now, don't get me wrong, they got some new schools that's doing their thing. They got some newer model cars that's doing their thing, but it's nothing like an old school, man. The old school is just tremendously they underrated. They are underrated. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing like an old school, man. And if the trucks, the old school trucks, the old school cars, man, the Lincolns, man, the old school Continentals with the suicide doors on them, you know what I'm saying? As they call them gangster cars, you know what I'm saying? The Chevy C10s, the Fords, the Oldsmobiles, man, the Oldsmobile family, man, the dynamic of the Oldsmobile family, man, the Cutlass, the Monte Carlos, the Regals, man, they just so many. They just luxury. And the thing I like about the Oldsmobile, the Oldsmobile family, man, they have the Grand National, and the Grand National, man, it came stock running. I'm talking about it came out doing real crazy numbers, man. And I'm talking about real crazy numbers. Y'all forgive me. I need to put on my watch. But yeah, man, they just so lovely, man. They just exude, you know what I'm saying, sensuality, man. And trust me, I saw a friend of mine, well, a subscriber of mine sent me a video the other day of some women, and it was like 20 women all driving old schools, man. They had Cutlasses, they had Monte Carlos, they had the El Caminos, man. They had the Regals, man. It was all women, and they were just all in a row coming down the road, man. It was so nice. And like I told y'all, man, women love old schools too. You know what I'm saying? You might not think they do, but women love old schools too. It's just the love of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just the love of them. And that's my thing, man. That's my thing, man. The old schools, man. I have a newer model car, but man, when I get in that old school and I ride in that old school, man, it just does something to me. It really does. And that's the purpose for me making this video. You know what I'm saying? A guy hit me up and he asked me, what was my first old school and what about it made me fall in love with old schools. And like I say, my first old school was a Cutlass. And man, it was just the way it rolled, man, the way it drove, man. The body style, man, that square body style, man, that G body, man, it just does something to me, man. It's phenomenal. And it makes it makes you want to do things to it. You know what I'm saying? It really, really makes you want to do things to it, man. Those cars are lovely, man. And old school was like the movie Brown Sugar. When Tay Diggs asked Sanaa Lathan, when did she fall in love with hip hop? You know what I'm saying? That's me. When did I fall in love with old schools? And when I fell in love with old schools was when I got my first Cutlass. And it was like, man, it was like nothing else. It was like riding in nothing else, man. Though it was like riding in nothing else. I understand that, some people feel like, oh, that's an old school, man. But trust me, if you ever get one and you start putting money into it and you start putting it together, and there's just something about an old school, taking it from a raw, you know what I'm saying, from the raw body frame, you know what I'm saying, and making it to what you want it to be. And I'm talking about from scratch, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They say you started from the bottom, and when I mean started from the bottom, man, I'm talking about putting the motor in, you know what I'm saying, getting the motor right, you know what I'm saying? Then when you get the motor right, you start working on, your outside, the body work, you know what I'm saying? It might have some rust spots in them. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, cut those out and bundle those, man, bundle the rust spots. It might need, you know what I'm saying, after you get all the body work done, you know what I'm saying, then you wanna throw some paint on it. You know what I'm saying? And once you throw that paint on it, then you want to put it back in the shop and get your insides done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about floorboard, seats, dash, the whole inside, the hood, the roof. I mean, the whole inside, you know what I'm saying, is nasty. And also, to backtrack a little bit, before you put your motor in there, you might want to spray all up under the hood where you spray all up under the hood where your motor gonna go. And and they make spray to paint to spray your motor one color. Then you want to chrome out. Then you want to chrome everything out up under there. Your carburetor, you know what I'm saying? Your alternator, you want to chrome all that out. And once you chrome all that out, then you want to put it in the paint shop. Go and get it sprayed. You know what I'm saying? Go and get that glass on it once you spray it. Go and put that glass on it. Once you put that glass on it, then you want to like I say, after you put that glass on it, you want to get your insides done. Once you get your insides done, then you want to put some feet on it. Well, my bad. Some shoes, as we call them. You want to put some shoes on them. Then you put them shoes on her. Then you like, okay, now she's, you know what I'm saying? Now, but hold up. After you put your motor in, you know what I'm saying? You got all that straight. You got the fresh paint on it. You got your insides done. You got your shoes on it. You're not done. Now it's time for the music. Now it's time for you to make your trunk do nasty things. Now it's time for you to make your trunk rattle. Now it's time for you to make your tag rattle. Make your tail lights shake. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for you to put that stuff in there to where people can hear you from blocks and blocks away. After you do that, then you finish. Now, once you do all that, you know what I'm saying, you are officially an old school lover. You are officially the lover of an old school. Because you took something that was absolutely nothing when you got it. You took something that was absolutely nothing and you turned it into something. And that means a whole hell of a lot. I promise you it does. And the feeling that you will get after you get done doing that, you will be like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you appreciate it more because you did that, because you know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? You know where it came from to where it's at now. You know, and the process that it took you to get there, the time it took you to get there. You know what I'm saying? The bonding that it took you to get there. You know what I'm saying? You might think I'm crazy. But the bonding that you and your car have now that you done took it there is can't be broken. Can't not be broken. It can't be broken. You know what I'm saying? It can't be broken. You know what I'm saying? It just can't be broken. And then you're gonna start looking at other old schools. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. My brother got an old school, but he not gonna put that out yet. But y'all gonna see it pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see it pretty soon. And y'all hit me up. Subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Bugatti Old School Car Talks. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video. You know what I'm saying? Share my videos. And I want to thank y'all for subscribing. I'm a little over 800 subscribers. I want to thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing pretty good on my page. I got a little over 800 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So y'all help me out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like this page, share it, comment. And oh yeah. And if you have an old school car, truck, no matter what it is, you have an old school, send me those pictures and those videos so I can load them on my page, you know what I'm saying, and present them on my page and let the world see them, you know what I'm saying, because everybody want to see them old school. So y'all send me those videos, send me those pictures, And once again, this video is sponsored by Southern Boys Car Club. Yeah, that's what it do. Southern Boys Car Club. So y'all subscribe to this page, you know what I'm saying, and hit that notification bell and share this video. I'm out.